Now I use Twitter quite a lot, and I follow two accounts called The Lad Bible, because they post quite humorous pictures and articles and stuff like that. And I also follow Mashable because they post a lot of cool news and kind of technology stuff and also humorous stuff. I can't remember when, I think it was like a couple of months ago, tweeted about and did articles on 2 new apps for your phone. Now they are potentially the most strange and weird idea that you could possibly, well, I'm not going to say possibly imagine, because to be honest there's probably a lot worse that you could imagine. The first one is based on similar apps such as Tinder, which is kind of like a dating app where you swipe, oh that person looks nice, or no that person doesn't look nice. If they say you look nice and you say they look nice, you get matched and then you can chat and all that shiz. And it says like information about them, pictures and their distance and stuff. Now someone has created an app called Cuddler, okay, Cuddler. Now, and the title is Cuddler is undoubtedly the creepiest app we've ever come across. Now, I want you guys to comment below what you think Cuddler could possibly be, okay? What could the app Cuddler be? Okay, now I've kind of given you a clue because I said it's similar to Tinder. Now this app, it basically shows people using the app close to you, okay? And you can ask them for a cuddle, okay? And the article goes on to say, it goes by the name of Cuddler and is designed strictly for people wanting to meet up in their local area for nothing more than a cuddle. No sex, no drug, it's not a drug app. It's not a drug app. Nothing like that, just plain old cuddle. Okay, so you can go and cuddle a stranger and then just leave. Or talk to them if you like. Users can build up a cuddle rating and choose partners based on their spooning position preference. The article continues on to show a picture. Message from Emma. Okay, so a guy has received, well it could be a girl, has received a message from Emma. Meet me in Alice Park. I'm wearing a red coat and could use a cuddle. Now if that doesn't sound a bit creepy, I don't know what is. What girl or guy would just use this app and say, hey, you look cool, fancy a cuddle, and then you just go and meet this stranger and then just hug and then leave. I just, rules of the road. Unlike some other apps, Cuddler is strictly about PG rated experiences. At times you may want to ask someone about having a coffee or learning to knit. Wait until the end of the cuddle and then ask politely. And it's got a picture of here. I'll put the link in the description below so you can actually go and view the whole article. Ask Amy for a cuddle, and it's got 7+ ratings, so obviously she's a good cuddler. And then they say, we're genuinely not sure if this is a joke or not, but for now we'll stick to Tinder. Now I thought that app was quite funny and I wanted to let you guys know about it, because when I saw it I thought, oh, what are they going to come up with next, kind of thing. And then Mashable tweeted something. A consensual sex app, okay, promises to make your personal life super awesome. Now basically it's an app where if you're in a nightclub, you pass your phone to the other person and it basically asks them a couple of questions. Okay, so if you meet a guy or a girl in a club and you're thinking about going home with them, you open up this app, okay, this very important app. You're probably absolutely wasted drunk anyway, or they are too. And you hand it over to them and they answer a couple of questions, and then you do the same, and if it's a match you can go home and have sex. If it's not, then you don't. It advises you not to. So basically it says, okay, the app is called Good to Go, and it says, are we good to go? and you can either select no thanks, yes but we need to talk. So I guess in a way it's a kind of easier way than saying to their face, no, I don't want to go home with you. You can just put it on the app and the app will tell them. I guess in that sense it's okay. No thanks, yes but we need to talk, and I'm good to go. Okay, now if you say I'm good to go, it then asks you another question which says, I am sober, mildly intoxicated, intoxicated but good to go, or pretty wasted. Okay, and basically both people ask this. It says responding good to go, on the other hand, prompts a follow-up question about how sober you are. Any answer but pretty wasted, ask the person to then provide their phone number to confirm that they are indeed sober enough to consent. So you need to prove that you're sober enough that you can remember your phone number. Now, I'm pretty sure even if you're drunk, you can kind of remember your phone number. The pretty wasted choice then informs the potential partner that they are not able to consent. So this is basically to avoid all those things where you go and have sex with someone and then say, I didn't consent to that. The app you can then look at your app and say, hang on a second, this app says you did. This has got your signature, your phone number and all that kind of shiz. You consented to have sex, okay? And you even proved that you weren't wasted, so you can't, you know. So in that sense, I guess it's kind of good. But you imagine being in a club and it's like, do you want to come back to my place? Wait a minute. Can you answer this for me? And then them having to type, yes, I'm good to... Like, if you did that to a girl, I'm pretty sure she would literally... I don't know. If you're a girl and you watch this video, if someone pulled out their phone and said, hey, want to come back to mine, but first you've got to answer this to make sure you consent to it. Okay? Like, even that sounds pretty bad. Like, I don't know. I just found these apps kind of funny. I'll put the links in the description below so you can go check them out. Hey, maybe you'll want to use one. Maybe you want to cuddle. But just be sure that you don't go and hug some mass murderer or something, or cop a feel when you do it. Maybe like squeeze the butt when you hug. I mean, are there conventions? Like, how do you hug? Like, are there rules? How long do you hug for? Is it a long hug, a short hug? And so yeah, I thought these apps were quite cool. That they're strange. Actually, they're not quite cool. They're quite weird. But I thought I would make a video on them because I found them slightly amusing. And if you go and read the whole article, you'll find out more information about them. The second app encourages more responsible sexual decisions and thereby avoiding potential sexual assaults. So in that sense, it is good, because sexual assaults, I think we'll all agree, are very, very bad and shouldn't happen to anyone. But while we commend the developers for both their efforts to help facilitate more open conversation around sex, we have to ask, is an iPhone app potentially unrealistic in real life situations? And is it the best way to combat that? You could use it as a joke, you could use it as a chat up line, etc. I think that if you are going to take a girl back and you do think that she is pretty drunk, then in that way it could be quite good. But perhaps there's better ways of doing things. Let me know in the comment section below what you think anyway. Do you think an app is the right way to go? Do you think that it is a good idea to try and potentially make sexual assaults kind of less of an issue? Because if someone claims you sexually assaulted me but they actually agreed to sex, you can turn around and say, well, hang on a second, this app proves that they agreed to the sex and I did not sexually assault them. So, you know, it could help. I honestly don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like this video if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe if you fancy watching more of this. And I will see you all next time. Maybe we can hook up for a cuddle, a hug.